what's up YouTube, COD 4Man221 here, and I'm not playing as the Russians. Anyway, I'm playing as the OKW. I think I did an American video. Yeah, I did the American one on that Forreston map, and then our 2v2. I'm starting to get back into these, I'm playing with Nick here. Old-time classic Nick. I have a couple players let's play with. Juicebox let's play with. Nick. Those are like the main 2v2 players. Oh, and then Goat. We all remember Goat. I should talk to him in a little while. Anyway, welcome back to the Company of Heroes 2 Online Replay Series Season 2. I believe it's like episode 28 or so. Somewhere around there. It's been a little while since I uploaded. I had a great replay, and then the game updated. It's been a pretty busy week here. Got a lot of stuff going on. Anyway, as my pioneers try to get out of the way of this crazy German driver. Look at him, they're just like hanging out in the truck. Oh, whoa, this is a weird view. Can you imagine just hanging out in a truck like this? Be like, yep, those guys are going off to fight the enemy. Anyway, Nick's also the OKW. We're going up against two high-level people, believe it or not. See, look, they're much higher than me, and they're much higher than Nick. So those are our levels right now. Yeah, I'm only 40, and these guys are 85 and 74, so not bad. I noticed that this guy, Pierre, has been using assault engineer squads. Now, these were overpowered, and then they dropped their damage down from 5 to 4, so I don't know if that did anything, but these guys used to be super powerful. I think the most, you'll see later in this match, I'll have two of my Storm Pioneers go against a Shock Troop, and they're not going to do very well against a Shock Troop, and those are just two of them. Now, you can see up close, these guys are not what they used to be. They just get shredded between the two of our, just tons of fire. It's like we got that squad out there. Anyway, they very importantly manned this church. The church is very critical early on, but look what Nick's going to do. He's going to move up to the flank of the, basically where the door is, and you start shooting in. So he's basically he's basically damaging the units there. And then there's also a door on this side. I don't think I ever showed. They managed to get out of the right door. As soon as they get out, they get the riflemen in. Now, it's pretty good they're taking this because, there's a decent amount of windows on this side, but my men are both in heavy cover. You can see they've already got a mortar out, so Spectra, he went with mortars. He went with the support company here, and then this guy's gone with the assault engineers. Let's look at quickly what their doctrines are. Nick and me are both using the same doctrine. So you can see this guy's gone with armor company because he's assault engineers, and Spectre we haven't seen what he's gone for yet. So you can see this is not kind of cool. I think they put the bulletins back in. Maybe they had it before. I have the previously on the walking Stuka. I don't know what that's a joke off of. Put it in the comment section down below. I'm really enjoying the World War II games lately, especially the World at War walkthrough. You guys seem to be liking that also, and I appreciate everyone commenting on those videos and liking them. Anyway, Company of Heroes 2, still, great game. I think there's still balancing stuff, and stuff gets overpowered at one point, but you can always just come back after an update or something and see how it is. They're coming out with the new, I haven't seen any gameplay of the new campaign they're doing for the Americans. And you can see they're unopposed taking this side, which is severe echelon. We're really fighting on the middle here. One thing you gotta worry about this map is that you gotta take both sides, both flanks, or just hold one flank, so while that flank's falling, whatever, we're gonna hold this flank, and we're also choke pointing them right here. And what I was saying earlier about I haven't seen any of the gameplay on the new American campaign. But to be honest, I'd rather have another multiplayer faction than a new campaign. Once again, you guys know I love to see a minor Axis nation like Hungary, Bulgaria, Finland, or even like another Soviet faction, or even maybe the British. You could do like a British Africa Corps thing and put some new African maps. I think that'd be awesome. Have 6 factions. That'd be a first for Company of Heroes. I already like playing with the OKW. I think it was a very unique challenge. These guys are low health, and my men should be able to take them out. They're bad Volks Grenadiers. You have the Car 98. Good old bolt action. Yeah, Company of Heroes 2 is great. I'm enjoying it. So I have 2 of these Storm Pioneers. I'm actually, because Nick has his truck, I want to put it necessarily here. I want to put it a little bit back behind the house, so it's not so open to a possible, not a Hellcat, but a possible Jackson tank destroyer. These guys are just getting shredded. Massacred by these units here. I'm very curious. Let's see how much one of these guys actually costs. Yeah, a 280 unit shouldn't beat a 320 manpower unit. And they're going to possibly do a cutoff there, but they're forced to retreat. I'm surprised my men didn't kill more of these guys running by. Because there were 2 of these guys, so I might kind of assault squad. So with OKW lately I've been getting like 2 or 3 Volks, but I've been usually, you know, especially on close quarters, I'm using these guys as kind of like my assault force, like the Storm Pioneers. These are excellent units. They're very good. They're a little vulnerable when they have low health. Well, obviously all units are, but they're really good with their MP44s. And I'm going to go capture this side. And if they send like a rear echelon or even a lieutenant or something to try to stop me, that's not a problem. I have 2 units there, so they're going to capture that side. Meanwhile, I'm capturing this side. Yes, I do know because there's a crop. I'm not getting any resources from that. You know, my computer was glitching out. Like, last night it crashed on that station map that's super close fighting, and that's because I had a Stuka Sufus. So I'm going to use that on this match just to kind of see. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. It's actually shooting right into it, and it's at a good position. So my computer was crashing. I thought there was something with my graphics card, but it's not crashing anymore. And I played this match using a Stuka Sufus, and the match I want to show you is where I had 2 Stuka Sufuses and just supported the hell. They had over 80 kills. That was the match that got deleted when they updated the game briefly. Can't remember what they added. There was like a very small thing. They like maybe reduced the manpower or something. Anyway, look, this shirt's has seen its better days. There's a lot of dead people, and there's like a dead soldier in there. It looks like there's another one too. Oh, you actually go in buildings? That's sick. Let's see if we can go in here. Oh. Interesting. Anyway, I see right here with my Volkskrans that I don't stand a chance against these shock troops, so I'm just going to retreat, capture the point, and get the hell out of there. He's going to cut all my resources again. That's not bad. Anyway, I've kind of spread out, and I have captured this kind of southern hemisphere here, or this right side of the map here. So I'm going to actually lay some of these reinforced steel barricades. These actually cannot be cut, so they need to be run over by something. So they're actually super effective, but they take a little bit longer to place down. Anyway, I have my Semoskiy producing, so I'm getting ready. Here's my target. It's going to be along this area. Take out the church, obviously, but really try to get after these mortars. They're bombing us to hell with the mortars. They're bombing this position. One thing I would suggest if you have the chance with your Storm Pioneers, if your building's kind of getting damaged like this, after you deal with the threat, try to repair it, because you don't want to lose one of these. We saw in the last video how the battle group headquarters and the mechanized headquarters got destroyed. So it's really not good to let your buildings get too damaged and low there. I'm simply going to place this down and run away. I'm not too worried about the rear echelon troops. They're not worth my time, frankly. So I'm going to do an assault here. Just wipe out a conscript squad. They're really kind of gathered up around here. More of these guys, you know. I'll probably do a video at some point on the assault engineer squads, like using them. I think it was the best way, but I do have the Jaeger light infantry recon squads. My Semoskiy is here. It's rushing onto the battlefield. It's got to reinforce the troops up front. And we even have an AA half-track, so we opted to see people not go for tanks with the Americans, swing a lot of more lighter vehicles, like Stuka Sufuses for the Overcommander West, AAs, flak half-tracks. We're getting a lot, you know, on the lighter vehicle side here. Anyway, I'm starting to, you know, he's going to get all my men in range there, and here comes the Stuka Sufus right on this area. A little off, but down to one man that's going to wipe out that squad. He got really lucky that he didn't lose both his squads there, because they were pretty bunched up. Anyway, 9 kills on that guy. Trying to spread my men out, going to flank around possibly. But his AA half-tracks here trying to run over my men. And I just got to pull back at this point. You know, no point in getting any more of my men killed. These guys are going to retreat through that house there. So you can see once I get Stuka Sufus, I'm always aware of a possible, kind of aware of an AA or some kind of, you know, anti-tank or even a Jackson. Not necessarily for a Jackson, but just something coming out to take it out. So I always try to get an anti-tank. It's good to have an anti-tank to protect your truck in case they do this. He's actually going to run over my barbed wire here, which should hold him up, because you can't cut this, which is pretty awesome. And he's down to one man, gets wiped out there. Nick is really using this position quite well to reinforce his guys and help keep their health up. And even as his car trying to suppress these guys, they're going to try to wipe out his rocket warfare though, which he's reinforcing thankfully. Anyway, these shock troops are suppressed, throwing grenades. More men keep popping out to help reinforce this. The mortar actually hit their own men there, and he's forced to fall back. And Nick even stole a Maxim. Don't give the OKW machine guns if you can. If you can't prevent it, do it. Anyway, that was his car there. It got killed by the AA. And I got my anti-tank force ready to move out. I want to take out this truck. But he's going to retreat. I don't see that, actually, until we see it disappear from that side of the map. Mortar's still here. Vet 2, 8 kills. Sukusubu's taking forever to reload, it seems like. As it should. I mean, it's a pretty deadly half-track. And I can even make another one, but I'm not going to. I'm going to build myself a Panzer headquarters so I can grab... I'm not going to grab any Obersoldat in this match. I'm actually going to try to grab a Panther. When people get 2 or 3 of these, they're just devastating. They have to be able to protect them. So we're pushing up. Keep in mind, every part of this we get 4 munitions and 2 fuel. And I'm even transferring my munitions over. So this is one cool thing about the regiment and mechanized headquarters. It lets you transfer your munitions and over to fuel or vice versa. So I basically get, you know, my munitions are cut to half. And for every 4 munitions, I get 1 fuel. So that really helps me. So I'm getting a decent more munitions. I'm losing munitions, but I'm getting a lot more fuel. So let's see what I'm going down to. I'm getting extra 5 fuel a minute. You can see Nick's not doing bad. He has a bunch of these Jaeger troops, and he mans this again. And I see this, and I'm just like, I'm gonna wipe out the church. So I'm gonna do a clear barrage along this area. And I'm hoping not to hit any of his guys, but I just want to level his church. No more hopping into enemy troops here. So I'm going to miss pretty much most of that stuff, but I did manage to take out, not kill any Nick's guys. That's a plus. That's a positive right there. That's a plus. But I also managed to take out the church, which will no longer harbor any enemies that will take shots at us. You can see Nick is micromanaging, moving his men away from grenades. Not bad, not bad. I have my guys up here. In a minute, I'm actually going to try to help repair that. I'm capturing this left flank again. So that's, and we're just shifting flanks, right? They have this flank right now, and I'm wondering where they got these veteran crewmen from. Oh, nice. He manned them from your echelon troops. I didn't notice that. I'm doing some damage to this. I'm going to try to move up my AT in a minute. I'm actually letting Nick know like we need a little bit of help on that side. If he pushed forward, he might be able to take out my Stuka. Anyway, capturing more points. I really need to man some more troops over here just to, you know, possibly build some of these sandbags. That will help me out a lot, and because we'll have a heavy cover. Anyway, we're taking... I'm just going to try to flank. These guys are veterans, pretty decent veterans, and taking out his infantry, and another machine gun's wiped out. He's lost a lot of his support troops. He's got extra guys standing here not doing anything. Anyway, next Oswin. Going to do quite well against these American infantry, and then you also have the veteran vehicle crew there. I mean, it's good that I'm letting Nick know that there's an AA there, because I'm not sure if this would... I guess an Oswin's supposed to beat that. It costs a hell of a lot more. Also, this has to use its rear. It has to use its rear to actually fire, so it has to expose its rear armor there. Yeah, so also can easily take that out. I mean, it costs 100 fuel. You know, I popped some Jaeger troops out here. They got killed by the Vet 3 crew here. You know, it's not... They should win. They had some machine guns there. We had rifles. We're meant for long range. At this point, they decided to get a Su-85. Actually, this is a Wolverine tank destroyer. And you can see he almost lost it. Wow, he did lose his squad there. They didn't even glitch. Look at this guy's like still in motion. So I'm going to have to pull back slightly, but I'm going to let the Oswin kind of suppress him. So I have my Stuka here, and I actually kind of see some kind of tank moving across. I think I saw it briefly right here because I can see the fog of war. I was kind of worried for Nick. I didn't want him to lose this Oswin, but luckily it's going to expose its rear armor to me. And I mean, it can hold its... Well, actually, it's really not going to hold its own too well, but he's just going to retreat. And he's going to lead this guy. I'm pretty much at the perfect angle right there. And between both of us, we were able to destroy its main gun. So I did a lot of the damage, and he was able to finish it off with his Oswin. Anyway, another barrage goes off. Kill another 4 guys. Just trying to push him back. And I'm surprised. This Su-85 actually sniped 2 of my infantry there. So I'm going to pull back, reinforce, and hopefully repair this so it isn't... I mean, automatically this is repairing. Now, if the trucks could repair each other, how awesome would that be? These automatically have... The mechanized company automatically has stuff to engineers. They kind of remind me of repair bunkers. These guys are in the middle of the open. You know, a bunch of common engineers are coming over. I'm going to try to build this. I actually didn't think he would pursue me here. So I built these here, and I'm actually going to be protecting this point here so they can't just take that. I'm also pushing on this side. Picked up a bar. There's another one right here, but I can't pick it up because we can't have too many heavy weapons per squad. And we're behind here, so he's gonna kind of try to flank around this side. So he got another Wolverine tank destroyer. So he's using all his fuel on that. I think the Wolverine's way too light for what you need. Anyway, not gonna win this fight. I have to fall back there. Just to test my defenses. He figures, okay, I'm capturing this far right side of the map down here. Oh, you know, this side shouldn't be defended. So I'm actually gonna lose a Volksgrenadier, but I'm gonna hop over my wall, get a heavy cover. These guys are gonna do quite a lot of damage against these units, and he's forced to fall back. These guys can thoroughly salvage a vehicle, which is pretty cool. I think most of my... Yeah, all my men can do that. We haven't really had any vehicles to salvage. So I'm gonna try to throw some grenades. This guy's gonna dodge these, which is smart. And I just got a retreat, or I'm gonna lose another squad here, which I don't want to. I'm not gonna win that. They have a bar, and it's also close quarters. So the one thing I recommend on this map, I wouldn't necessarily recommend T-34s because of the town. I think you need to have more maneuverable tanks than Su-85s, and you got an Su-76, which you don't see too much anymore. I used to love using these in concert with the Su-85. Because that's really good at, you know, it has that barrage ability, which is nice. But we are pretty entrenched here. We have a lot of, you know, Nick's trucks are really helping here. This could have backfired. I did repair his truck, by the way, there. This could have backfired and we could have been screwed. Basically, could have destroyed his tanks early on with, you know, maybe if we weren't protecting these so well. And they're making another push onto the sun. We're just going to let it fall. Not too worried. He has two mortars over here, bombing my position. So I'm going to retaliate. I'm going to use my artillery right back at him. Boom. Look at that. Wiped out another mortar crew. These guys got away. They're a little more spread out. And I'm going to move my truck. I don't like... I think it's been sitting here a little too long. Possibly afraid of a possible counter barrage by some other kind of enemy unit. Maybe an artillery piece. I love what they did with the tanks. They have the new prioritized vehicle. I think I brought that up in the last video. It basically makes it so your Panther will actually prioritize the Su-85 instead of like an infantry unit in front of it. It's great that they program that in because they really need that. It'll be extremely frustrating. Look at this guy. He's all by he lost a lot of men due to those mortars. So look, this is what I was talking about. Really quickly, why doesn't these guys? Okay, these guys are shooting, but still, like, why are these shock troops so powerful compared to two of these Stormbinders, which are both veteransy? If they're a grenade, I'm just gonna fall back. You know, down to 2 and 2. Don't want to lose my men here. What's the point? And my Panther is out, which is pretty sweet. Here's what I was talking about, prioritized vehicle, like he has Su-85 as. Su-85 should always have prioritized vehicle. They're just horrible against infantry. Anyway, they killed some of these guys. What I was able to do is I was able to put some of these light troops in this house. And I will win at long range here. He popped out of my range even though I can see him. So I'm just going to push forward here in a second. I'm maneuvering my Panther. I mean, if I can kill some of these chargers with my Panther, I'll absolutely do it. So we have the Su-76 push up, possibly to go against my infantry up here. I'm just going to pursue. I'm not too worried, you know. They're at no 100 points right now. That's gone. I even have the howitzer barrage now, which is awesome. I gotta say, that extra fuel every time. It benefits the longer you have it on. Now, we're going to start sniping these guys with our Gewehrs. And he's going to fall back, so I'm going to take back the victory point. So just sees this side with the AT basically and the infantry. We hold the center. The center is pretty much firmly in our control. And that's when they decide to surrender. I hope you guys enjoyed this match. Please leave some comments down below, any suggestions. I'm just happy I was able to get up a match for you guys because it's been a little hard to record lately. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Pretty decent match, I thought. You know, we were able to hold the key thing was we were able to hold the flanks. And if we lost a flank, we were able to try to quickly retake it. And Nick's stuff in the center, having this great repair, you know, the repair and the medic thing really paid off. We were able to reinforce our troops right in the center. It did backfire. We were able to protect it adequately, and Nick did a great job. Anyway, Cotter 4-Man 221 signing off.